All right, hi everybody. So for Math 90 this week, you have a lab that is due on Thursday. And as you can see here, lab 1 is due Thursday. And you also have a reading question due on Friday. Both of them due by 3:00 p.m. And I'm going to get you started on the lab right now. For the reading question, you do need to go into the Math 90 Blackboard shell in order to take that. So you read your chapter here, and then you go into Math 90. In order to do that. By the way, I do have to submit no-shows. So by the end of today, make sure everybody that you've gone into module 0 and started a quiz, taken a quiz. If you're in Math 90, you've got to do that in both the Math 90 Blackboard shell and the 1012 Blackboard shell. So don't forget to do that. Here's module 0. Here's the reading questions. You have to do your, you have to watch the orientation and start here in order to open the reading questions. So make sure that you've gone in there and you've opened that orientation. Same way with the labs. Okay, so the lab gets explained right here. Here's a little video to watch if you're not watching the recording. And here's where you can find some online tangrams. And then the place that you turn your lab in is right below that. So you just go into where it says lab 1 tangrams, you open it, and that's where you upload. So you take a picture of your lab and then you upload it here. Okay, so let's jump in together. Tangram puzzles are fun tools to investigate fractions and decimals. Find the value of each puzzle piece of the tangram if the entire square tangram is worth $8. Then find the value of each piece if the tangram is worth $12. Finally, what is the value of each piece if the entire tangram is worth $1? So I need to show you what the tangram puzzle actually looks like. So here is the tangram. It's made up of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tangram pieces. And if it helps you, you can drag the pieces as you are doing this. Now, you may want to take a picture of this and then write on it, or you might want to download it and write on it. You know, if you want to just use a pen on your screen, you're welcome to do that. So our first challenge is to figure out how much each piece would be worth by area if our whole entire tangram is worth if the whole thing is worth $8. So what I'd like to do is just take and just do a little bit of dragging here to show you how these pieces are related. So I'm going to rotate this first one and then just drag it. You can see that those are the exact same area of those pieces. And I'm going to drag it this direction so you can see that that triangle is really just the same as all of those pieces put together. And I'll drag it here as well. So you can see this big tangram piece is really the same area as those 4 regions. So you could take your $8 and you could break it up into 4 pieces. So Tony, can you tell me what is 8 divided by 4?
Ha ha ha. I was working on something else. You caught me off guard. I didn't realize I was the only one left.
Sorry, I'm
I'm
sorry.
not a 90, but I was just hanging in there for my time and my credit.
Oh, okay, okay.
But it's 2, yes, ma'am.
It's 2, okay. So we would have 2 here, we'd have 2 here. Now for this big space right here, we're gonna have to break the 2 up into the different pieces.
Right.
So I'm gonna take, if I have this little triangle here, I can drag and see that it would actually take 2 of these
Yeah.
to make that parallelogram. And this one right here, wait, I didn't mean to do that. This little triangle right here, we could drag and put it there. So it actually takes 4 of these to make that area. So we can take $2 and divide it by 4 to get, you can do it on your calculator if you want. 2 divided by 4 is just a half. So what we really have is 50 cents here, 50 cents here. And then 2 of these, 50 cents plus 50 cents is $1. So we have $1, 50 cents, 50 cents. This one is also 50 cents. And then we could take,
Would that be like $1 in the center? Because it looks like it would take like half and half.
yeah, I would take 50 cents plus 50 cents here.
Yeah.
Because it takes 2 of those. So that square would also be $1.
That's interesting. I've never seen it done that way.
So you've seen the tangrams before?
No, that's what I'm saying. I've never seen that. That's pretty
You've never
interesting.
seen the puzzle. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're pretty cheap to order online. And then we can take this and see that this purple piece is also the same as the 2 triangles. So we've got $1 here as well. Okay. Now, if you want to think about this in terms of the fractions of the whole, can you tell how many of the little triangles it would take to fill the whole entire tangram?
Are you referring to like the 0.5 triangles?
How many of those would it take to fill the whole thing?
Okay, give me 1 second to think about it logically. So if there's 2 and they're 50 cents, that would take 4. And then another 4.
4 here, 4 there.
2 more for the 1 and the 1. That's another 2. And then the 0.5 would make 1. And then you have a half, right?
Well, you have 2 here, 2 triangles here, 2 triangles there, 2 there. So how many total triangles is that?
Oh, the purple, yeah, the purple is 2. Okay. So 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, and then 1, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Is it 15?
It's actually 16.
I think I was missing that. Yeah.
4 for each of these big regions. So 4, 8, 12, 16. Or you can count. Here's 2, here's 2, here's 2, 2, 4, 6. Yeah. There's 2, there's 8. And then,
but this, yeah, the simple method would have been that the 2 and the 2 are equal to the other side. So it should have been a simple, yeah, that makes sense.
Let's see. 8 and 8 is 16. So each of these triangles is a 16th of the whole thing. So we could have taken a 16th of 8, which is just a half. 16th of $8 is 50 cents. So you can see each little individual triangle is worth 50 cents. And then you could have figured it out from there. Or if you look at the other parts of the assignment, what if the whole thing is worth $12? Again, you could have taken a 16th of 12. To figure the cost for the little triangle. That simplifies to 3/4, which is 0.75. So this is going to give you 75 cents for each little triangle, and then you figure out all the other ones from there. And then on the last challenge, it's what if the whole entire thing is worth $1? So you can take a 16th of $1. Which is, if we go into Desmos and take 1 divided by 16 is 0.0625. So that would give you 6 cents. We can just round it to 6 cents. For the little triangle, and then figure out all the other pieces from there. So 2 triangles would be 12 cents, 12 cents, 6 cents, 12 cents. Here you need 4 sets of 6 cents. So 24 cents, 24 cents. Okay, so thank you for being here. And that brings us to the end of class. I hope you have a great week, and I'll look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. No,
yes, Wednesday. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.